AIMIM corporators. The youngest one, perhaps 22 years old, Seher, who has won in Mumbai and has contributed to AIMIM's spectacular performance. Almost 125 corporators is what Owaisi's party has managed to get in the recently concluded elections. But this particular Councillor Seher Sheikh is making headlines nowadays for a statement that she made as she celebrated the victory of not only her own but also of her party in this particular region. Before I go to Seher, let's first okay, Seher, thanks for speaking with Times Now. Would you be comfortable speaking in English?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations first of all on your victory, but a lot is now being said about how in your very first speech that you made after the victory, you thanked Allah. You said कि हम किसी के ताल्लुक के मोहताज नहीं हैं, हम अल्लाह के मोहताज हैं. What did you mean by that?
I just want that whatever people want to do in life, whatever you want to achieve in life, you need to ask God for it. Don't tie your expectations to humans is what I meant.
Okay, and now let's come to the controversy that you have started by saying that let's turn Mumbai green again. Before we get into interpretations, I'd like to hear your interpretation of your statement.
Yeah. So the statement that has been going viral is कि हमको मुंब्रा को हरा रंग में रंगना है, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the meaning behind that statement was that today we have 5 seats in Mumbai. आने वाले सालों में I want more seats of MIM and more people to win from MIM. And since the color of my flag, the party flag that we have is green color, I just said it out of emotions. And, you know, I was happy. It was my winning sabha and winning speech. And I just said it that I want to paint my city green. And if my flag was orange, I would have said that I want to paint the city orange. But unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know if the flag isn't orange or yellow or red, it's green. And the other parties that I was fighting against have different colored flags. So I wanted to specifically mention that to people so that they know the color of my flag and they vote for my party in the coming future.
Me say, because just for a better understanding of our viewers and so that nobody misquotes or misunderstands what you have said, let's just once play out that particular statement that you made.
यस इसीलिए बढ़ावा देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारा झंडा जो है वो हरा रंग का है. अगर मेरा झंडा येलो होता, ऑरेंज होता, भगवा होता तो फिर मैं अपने झंडे का वो कलर बोलती. पार्टी लेवल पॉलिटिक्स पे बात की गई थी. अब इसको ऑपोजिशन ने रिलीजियस पॉलिटिक्स जो वो खेलते हैं ना, उन्होंने इसको कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स बना दिया. ये किसी कम्युनिटी से कोई कलर का लेना देना नहीं है. कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स और रिलीजियस पॉलिटिक्स खेलना बंद करो. अगर मेरी सोच सेक्युलर है तो मैं कम्युनल स्टेटमेंट्स कभी नहीं दे सकती. ये प्योरली पॉलिटिकल और पार्टी लेवल पे बोला गया स्टेटमेंट था कि
Okay, so we just played out the clarification that you have issued. In fact, we'll also get the original bite there. But, you know, in politics, Seher, a lot of things are read between the lines, you know. For example, when BJP leaders would say, let's turn the country saffron, you have seen several leaders have made statements like that from the BJP and objections have been raised to them. You can't really isolate the two, can you?
Mr. Fadnavis sir has said it quite a few times. He said कि हमको भगवा झंडा से रंगना है, हमको भगवा कलर लहराना है. तो उन statements पे we never feel bad about it, and the reason behind it is that our Indian flag has both the colors. It has orange, it has green, and this is the beauty of India. हिंदू मुसलमान साथ में मिलकर रहते हैं, उसी को हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं. तो if somebody has just said something out of emotions and happiness and trying to portray something to the people related to my party level, Mumbra's party level, this has become a national news, which is quite shocking because there are so many rape cases in the country. There are so many things we need to talk about, educational growth of our youth and
Seher, you're right about all those things, but let's be honest here and let's be also practical that the issues that you are mentioning did not find any mention even in the campaigning for the BMC elections. It was about making a Muslim mayor. Your party leader, AIMIM Chief Owaisi, made it about making a Muslim mayor. Did he not? Wasn't the narrative overly tilted towards ideology and less towards gutter pani?
No. See, my constituency is in Mumra. I was fighting my elections from ward number 30, and my campaigning process included purely only developmental stuff, which was about hospitals, it was about roads. My campaigning included education for the underprivileged and the marginalized, and I have been working on RTE, I've been working on women healthcare and medical camps and a lot of stuff like that on grassroots level, on ground
Yes,
level.
Seher, but you come from a party where your party chief and other leaders are known for openly taking a stand that is clearly secular, and the most recent example of that being a hijab-clad PM. We want a Muslim hijab-clad woman to be the Prime Minister. So when in that context you make a statement, do you think it is unfair on the part of anybody to link it to your religion and to your ideology and to say that, you are making it communal?
See, I feel it's not communal. It would have been communal if he said that he doesn't want any other community people to, hold that power position in the future. If he would have said कि कोई हिंदू लड़की नहीं बननी चाहिए, or if he would have said कि कोई सिर्फ और
But Seher, there is only one PM, right? There is only one PM. It's not like we have multiple PM. So if Owaisi is saying that he wants a hijab-clad Muslim woman, and he's not saying that he wants a woman to become a PM, or he's not saying that he wants a Muslim woman, that would be talking about empowerment, and even the BJP will not say that that should not happen. But he makes a point about hijab-clad. So he is making it about ideology. He's making it about a point that is considered regressive.
No, it's not regressive, Priya. I'll explain it to you clearly. See, when we talk about India, we talk about constitution, okay? And if our constitution has given us the right to practice our religion, we have religious laws and we have national laws, right? So in our religious laws, we have, and the constitution has given us the right to wear whatever we want to and the freedom of speech. When we talk about India as a whole nation, there are a lot of Muslim people, a lot of Hindu people, a lot of other communities and caste and religions. India is a country known for diversity. And when a person who is a leader of a particular party and comes from a Muslim community, the leader has certain emotional values connected to his own religion. If someday, for example, a Brahmin leader is saying that I want a Brahmin girl to become a prime minister, I wouldn't find it communal. I would find that statement to be purely out
Seher,
of...
you are emphasizing time and again on the constitution on one hand and emotion on the other. But even constitutionally approved decisions like the amendment in Waqf law or the multiple court verdicts against allowing hijab on school premises, your leader and your party have spoken against those decisions approved by the constitution on multiple occasions. And when it comes to emotion, emotions also lead to instigation and provocation. In fact, most of the times, more often than not, they are couched in provocations. Okay, we seem to have lost that signal with Seher over there. She says that it was a harmless comment, but everything put in context. There is more to be made out of it politically. But let's play out for you once what she had originally said that triggered the entire controversy.
अब मेरी गुजारिश है आप सबसे कि आने वाले 5 साल बाद भी जब इलेक्शंस होंगे इंशाल्लाह, आप लोगों को उस इलेक्शन में इससे भी बड़ा मुंह तोड़ जवाब उनको देना है। पूरे के पूरे मुमरा को ग्रीन कलर से ऐसे रंगना है कि इन लोगों को यहाँ से बुरी तरह से पछाड़ के भेजना है इंशाल्लाह। हर एक कैंडिडेट इंशाल्लाह 5 साल बाद सिर्फ और सिर्फ MIM का आएगा, क्योंकि अब इलेक्शन में आप मजलिस की ताकत समझ चुके हैं और ये ताकत हमको अल्लाह से आती है। अब मेरी गुजारिश है आप सबसे कि आने वाले 5 साल बाद भी जब इलेक्शंस होंगे इंशाल्लाह। आप लोगों को उस इलेक्शन में इससे भी बड़ा मुंह तोड़ जवाब उनको देना है। पूरे के पूरे मुंब्रा को ग्रीन कलर से ऐसे रंगना है कि इन लोगों को यहाँ से बुरी
मजलिस की ताकत है, अल्लाह से आती है. एंड you've also said in the past that we haven't played that, like you've clarified earlier, that हम किसी के बाप के मोहताज नहीं हैं, हम अल्लाह पर डिपेंड करते हैं. But after this significant victory, let's talk about the politics of it. All said and done, irrespective of your narrative, the kind of agenda that you have put forth to the people of Maharashtra, the performance has been spectacular. Do you think that is what you are seeing as an impact in other poll-bound states, or even, for example, Uttar Pradesh, where now Samajwadi Party is saying that they might be okay with tying up with AIMIM?
See, I don't know what on the upper level is going on. To be honest, I have just won my elections 3 days back, Priya, and I have been trying to meet all my voters because I made it a point when I went to ask them for votes. I told them after winning, I'm going to come thank you for that. So the whole process and the whole statement going viral, I've been really busy whole 2 days. So I don't really know on national level what exactly is going on between other parties and our party. The only thing that I wanted to clarify is people are taking me wrongly. They are taking my statement wrongly, and they're not trying to understand the purpose behind it. When
So what exactly because why I'm saying this, let me also explain that, because in most of the constituencies where Asaduddin Owaisi's party, your party, has done well, it's a Muslim majority, or at least it is a significant Muslim population constituency where you have got your seats. How will you differentiate yourself from parties who claim to be secular but obviously have a vote bank in minority community like the Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party, unlike your party which has Muslimin in its very name?
See, secularism doesn't come from parties, Priya. It comes from your mindset. It comes from an individual. If you are secular, doesn't matter which party you belong to. You need to be secular as an individual. And what to me matters is my party leaders have not told me to do anything a certain way, to wear something or not to wear this, or to say that or not to say this. They've never done that to me. And if you or any of your team members have done their homework correctly, they would know that I come from NCP SP, and I have my father given 30 years to NCP SP, and I have given my past 7 years to NCP
Yes,
SP.
you also have one from a constituency that was Jitendra Awad's well-nurtured constituency. But thank you, sir. I've completely run out of time. Thank you for joining us with your insights. We take a very quick break.